everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Ask Susan, your invitation to live a congruent life with the questions that you're asking. So allow me to introduce myself, Susan Lazar-Hart, your congruency coach for seekers, for creatives, creator of the Congruent Living Academy, Congruent Life Method, and inviting you to be in the question of your life. Now, this is a brand new shift and change. As we finish off October and move into November, we're playing with the theme of change, right? Change is. Now, change is a part of life, isn't it? We change every nanosecond, and sometimes it fills us with excitement. But oftentimes stepping into that unknown, we buy into a sense of fear or trepidation. So I want to journey alongside someone today, Emily. She's 48 years old, and she's on the brink of a personal life change. You see, Emily has realized that her long-term relationship is no longer making her happy, and she's ready for a fresh start. Yet the fear of the unknown is gnawing at her and making her a little bit anxious. So her question for me that I've chosen from our Congruent Living Facebook is, Susan, I've known this relationship isn't working for me for a long time, but I'm afraid to be alone. How can I deal with fear of change and embrace a fresh start? So in today's Ask Susan, your Monday transformational motivational moment, we're not only going to discuss being present with the fear of change, but we're also going to talk about something I like to call the power of self-talk. So as I guide you through this personal transformational journey, remember, it's always for the highest good or not at all. So thank you so much, Emily, for your question. Now, let's investigate this self-talk for a moment. We can talk ourselves into anything. Yeah, would you agree? Hands up on that one? Yeah. So everything we say and do and be has an energy to it, especially the way we talk to ourselves. So it's perfectly okay, Emily, to feel trepidatious and scared when you're on the cusp of change. And here's a question I'm going to ask you to ask yourself. And for everyone else that's listening, when you go to create something new, when you think about something new, and you say, oh, I'm scared, is it scared or is it excitement? I know, it could be a bizarre question if you've never heard it before. Is this change? Does it fill me with excitement or fear? Because here's the truth. Fear and excitement are the same chemical. Interestingly, from a psychophysiological perspective, how's that? The chemicals associated with fear and excitement are very, very, very similar. That surge of adrenaline that gets you running out of a burning building is the same one that I'll use myself an example. The very first time I stepped onto a stage to start talking about leading a fearless life, there was this adrenaline rush, and I had to stop and ask myself, okay, is this fear or excitement? And I was like, whoa, this is excitement. I'm actually excited about the changes that are going to be here. So ask yourself, this surge of adrenaline, this heightened state of awareness that we experience is our way of actually encountering something new and awe-inspiring. Now, embracing fear as a sign that you're embarking on a new journey, no point of view about that. Just ask yourself, is this fear or is this excitement? And would you be willing to embrace this new emotion as a companion on this wonderful adventure of creating change in your relationships? Now, sidebar, remember, we're in a relationship with everything. So if you're saying, well, I'm not in a relationship with someone, we're actually in a relationship with everything, with our body, with our business, with our money flows. We are in relationship with the trees outside, with the planet Earth. So ask yourself, once you kind of acknowledge and are present with that fact that you are in relationship with everything and nothing ever stays the same, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself about the kind of relationship that you're asking to create. So you're already acknowledging you're in a relationship that isn't working. take a piece of paper, notes on your note section on your iPhone, whatever that is for you, and start writing down what is it that you're looking for in a relationship. What would truly fill you with wonderment? What are your long-term dreams in a relationship, your values? Now, write those down and then ask yourself, how does each of these change where I am in life and where I'm asking to step into? And journal your responses. You see, there's one thing about being in the question. There's also about being the question, right? Really getting the energy of that. And that's why I often encourage people to journal your responses. Reread the responses, engage in that self-talk, and then say to yourself, so am I in harmony with these new choices that I'm asking to make in my relationships, in my life, in my living? Again, you're in relationship with everything. And then I want you to write down on a sticky note. I'm a big believer in that. Put it in your bathroom or your fridge or wherever you'll see it often. And here's something really positive you could start to talk with yourself. Remember, we're talking about self-talk as the energy that creates greater in any relationship. My choices are now in harmony with my deepest values, and this journey of personal growth is filled with wonderment and adventure. Now, people say, oh, affirmation, self-talk. Yeah, really, affirmation, self-talk. It's time to affirm what you're asking for in your life instead of going through the Rolodex of what isn't working. I'm going to challenge you with putting something up, again, sticky note, put it anywhere where you can see it, and start hearing yourself say, okay, my choices are now in harmony with my deepest values. I've gone through this journaling experience. I see what I'm actually asking for in a relationship, and I'm willing to be that vibration. When you talk to yourself in a positive manner, my choices are now in harmony with my deepest values. You're letting the universe know this is who you be, and this is the energy that you're asking to be. And so you will start attracting that like energy. My choices are now in harmony with my deepest values, and this journey of personal growth is filled with wonderment and adventure. Now, here's the deal, Emily. This is where the way that you speak to yourself actually shifts and changes everything, because change isn't just about saying goodbye to the past. It's about embracing personal growth and empowerment. So what if stepping into a journey of wonder and self-discovery could create a stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled version of who you want to be? Are you willing to be that person? Now, if that person was your best friend, how would you talk with them? Right? I wonder what this could create. Wow, these are your choices in a relationship. This is the energy you're asking to play with. My choices are now in harmony with my deepest values, and this journey of personal growth is filled with wonder and adventure. I'm in. Know that you're not alone on this journey, right? Know that you're not alone on this journey. In this journey of personal transformation, remember that self-talk and positive affirmations, living in the question of your life of, I wonder what this could create. Those are your new trusted companions. When you wake up in the morning, be present with who and what you're asking to be and the kind of relationship you're asking to create. Let that be your driving force, not the past, the future. Get a sense of what you're asking for in a relationship with the future and bring it into the present. I wonder, right? So whether it's a fresh start in a relationship, a career shift for those of you who are listening, a significant personal change, remind yourself that wonderment, that living in the question is a guiding force. And this change, it may be totally uncomfortable because we were never raised to ask questions, right? Actually, we were told, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So what I'm asking for you to do is step away from a relationship being broken or having to fix it. Step into your awareness, acknowledge what works for you and what doesn't work. Gratitude for that awareness. And I wonder, step into these new values of what you're looking for in a relationship and start to be that energy. It's a source of wonderment, and stepping into that energy every day that will propel you into a journey of personal transformation and into creating a life you love, an empowerment like no other. So as you embrace change, remember, again, you don't have to navigate this journey alone. Consider seeking guidance of a mentor like myself, who can offer insight, support, and a roadmap to your personal transformation. So what would it feel like to have a mentor as your steadfast companion as you embark on this journey of resilience and self-growth? Reach out to me if that's you. If you're listening to this and you're like, oh, wow, I never even thought of what would it be like in the future, being aware of those energies and bringing them into the present. I'm going to challenge you this week. This is all about change. Now, if you'd love to dive deeper, you can always reach out to me and take that first step towards the wonderment that awaits your transformation. If you have a question, pop it in here. This is all about Ask Susan. And I'll be tapping in every day as I do. So until we meet next Monday, where I'll be picking another question from our Ask Susan Facebook for congruent living for creatives and seekers. Until we meet again, let me know how this lands for you. Does this give you that sense of what you're asking for? What questions can we ask together? Until we meet next Monday, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you and that special sauce, not less.